This video lecture is a tour of the D2L system, and that's a system that we will use, the courseware as they call it, that we'll use to conduct the course English 110 as we go through the semester in this online course. So you're looking right now at the Millersville University homepage, and the university homepage is obviously where you'll come up if you get onto your computer and log into that. And if you scroll down the page here, you'll see there's a desire to learn access point on the home page. So if you click on that, that will take you to the Desire to Learn login page. And there's a lot of information on here about Desire to Learn, any problems they may be having with the system and so forth. But over here is the login part. And if you click on that, you'll go to the login page and you simply put in your username as designated by the university, in my case P. Benoit. S for student, because we're going to look at the student site, and then your password. After you've completed that, you click on login and you'll go right into your course home, as they call it. And your course home lists all the courses that you are taking with an online component, whether it's an online course or a blended course with just an online use that uses D2L for a resource in the course. So here you are at your My home page, and you need to find the course. In this case, we're looking for English 110 50B, and this is a course that I taught last spring, so I'm going to use this as a model because it's populated with information and content. So you click on that, and that will take you to the course homepage. And there's a lot of information on the course homepage, and this is your main go-to point to start negotiating the rest of the course, to navigate to other parts of the site that will help you with the course. So we have all these navigation tools at the top and a number of features scattered along the page that are informative and useful as you take the course. So let's start by looking at the calendar. The calendar is a very simple device that is very useful as well. And what you can do with a calendar is click on any date on the calendar. In this case, we're taking today's date that I'm recording this, and it will take you to a calendar page with a schedule on it, and anything about the course that you need to know that applies to this date specifically will be listed on this calendar. So if you have an assignment that's due today or something like that, it's all on the calendar. You can click there and go to it, and so use that to keep up with the content in the course. Below that we have office hours, and my office hours are both virtual and physical. I'm in the office on campus, my office in 202 Christ, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. And I'm online at those times, but I'm also online Monday and Wednesday between 2 and 3:30 p.m. And if you want to talk with me online, simply click on that chat icon and you will come to the chat room, which is one of the places on the D2L site that we can chat live in real time. And this is called Office Hours. And if you log on to that, once you click on that, you'll be listed as a participant. And you can ask me any questions or discuss anything you need to talk with me about on the chat room here. Make sure that if you have an issue that's confidential, we don't do it here because anybody in the chat room can see what we're talking about here. So if you have a confidential issue, just come to my office hours or call or email and make an appointment. We can talk over anything you need on that basis. But otherwise, you can use that chat feature for office hour issues that you need to talk to me about during those hours, a live chat. Here's some information about me as the instructor of the course. Just a very brief profile so you have an idea of what I look like and what I do generally at Millersville University. And over here is the news site. And the news site is very beneficial. It's very useful because it's a place where I will keep you up to date on things about the course that might be changing, if there's some reason that I've changed an assignment in some way, or if there's some process that's been added to the week's course, or something that I didn't get up in the beginning of the week, like a lecture that comes up later in the week. I will put that up there and announce that in the news section. So keep track of that news section and make sure that you're up to date with what's on there. Now over here we have the Frequently Asked Questions site. And the Frequently Asked Questions site is basically a help desk for this course. If you have a question about anything in the course, an assignment, part of the course, the readings and so forth, click on that icon or that link there that will take you to the frequently asked questions discussion site, where you can pose any questions you might have, because if you have a question, probably other students have it as well, and they may be able to answer your questions as well. Down here we have the course documents, and these are just documents that are helpful to you in the course. There's a welcome letter, the course syllabus, the unit structure, which describes how we're going to conduct the course online as far as unit by unit goes. This video will appear there, a tour of D2L, and you can click on that. And then we have the honesty and dishonesty policy of the university, and a little tip sheet on how to succeed in an online course. So look at the documents section when you get to the D2L site, and it will be helpful. This is a very important icon down here, or widget I should say. This is the widget for our librarian contact, Dr. Marjorie Warmkessel. Dr. Warmkessel is the contact librarian for the English department, among other things. And anytime you have a question about using the library, about how to do a search, how to do research, anything at all about using the library in this course, which you will have to do, she can help you with that problem. So simply use her email address, you may call her, you may drop by her office, and many ways to contact her, but use that resource. Okay, we've now moved to content. I just clicked on that link up there, and the content is where all of the course materials will be posted. And they're posted by week and unit, which are one and the same thing. But under the content section for each week, you'll have a list of items that have links that take you to various activities of the course. It may be a PowerPoint lecture, or it may be a video lecture. It may be a reading assignment, it will be written assignments, and quizzes that you will take during the course. Now, all listed there. Now let's go to the discussion section. The discussion section basically is where we do class participation kinds of activities, interactions with each other in the class, with me as the instructor, and among you as students. We had the frequently asked questions point there, but we also have other issues, other topics that come up during the course. Discussion topics that I will pose about the readings that we do, about various aspects of the course that I'd like you to talk about. And I read those, I respond to those, you read those, you read the comments of your fellow students and respond to those. And it's a good opportunity to interact with other students in the course. So we will use a discussion discussion topics, and you will frequently find yourself going there to talk about one thing or another. This is the Dropbox link. It's not the commercial Dropbox that you can download to your computer for storage in the cloud. This is a feature of D2L where you will submit your assignments. So you'll see here I pointed out that each assignment has a title here. And if you click on that in an ordinary Dropbox, this one is closed and therefore not available. But if you click on that, you'll see the assignment. It will be described, your autobiographical profile in this case, what you need to do. It'll also allow you, when you've completed the assignment, to submit that assignment, upload your paper or your exercise or whatever it is that you are assigned to do to the D2L site. And then it will put it in a Dropbox folder where I can access it. And I'll access that and give you grades and feedback on all of your assignments. We've just clicked onto the quizzes site here, and this is a site that gives you a list of quizzes that we'll post weekly, and sometimes more often than once a week, but usually once a week at least, where you'll have quizzes that will test your knowledge of the reading. Basically, these are to do with the textbook for the most part. And those quizzes will be graded automatically. You'll get feedback on it, and it will go to the grades section, which we'll get to in a minute. This is the class list. This is where you are all listed. And on this site, you can email any or all numbers of students in the class. I will use that more than you will, perhaps, to contact you by email. In the grades section, each assignment that we have, both in the Dropbox and from the quiz link, will be graded, and the grade will appear here. And we have categories like written work and quizzes and exercises and so forth. And each of those categories will be assigned a grade that will in the end constitute the grade you get in the course. You should check this regularly because it's important to know that your grades are being recorded accurately. Sometimes I make a mistake. So you should monitor that a little bit and make sure that everything is as you expected it to be. And if not, bring it to my attention and we can always make a correction. The chat room we've been to before. There may be other live chats that we conduct at various times, but in this case we're talking about the office hours function. And the next navigation tool up here takes us to the groups feature, which is where you'll find your membership in groups and what you're assigned to do in groups and so forth. And that will be activated later on in the course as we get into it. And you'll need to use that in some capacity, and I'll give you more instructions when that becomes the case. Back to our course homepage now. We can see that these navigation tools have taken us all around the class, or all around the course. Over here up on the top we have My Home, which if you click on it will take you to your My Home page where all of your D2L courses are listed. This email tool will allow you to email anybody from the D2L site. We're going back to the course homepage now. The locker we won't be using in this course. The calendar we've talked about before. And that will take you to the calendar the same way it would if you clicked on a given day on the widget that's on the homepage. The library page is a very convenient thing. It'll take you directly to the library site. So you can log on to the library site and do the activities of the course that you may need there. It's just a convenience so you don't have to find it and log out of D2L to get there. You can log back in and come back to the course homepage at any point. Over here we have surveys, which we won't use in this course, so we won't worry about that. And then the logout function, and the logout function takes you back to the login page where you can then go back to the Millersville University homepage. In this case I'm clicking on my home button on the website icon, and we're back to the Millersville University homepage, and we're done with this lecture and tour of D2L for English 110.